Well, hi, I'm Mad, and welcome back to stream. Welcome back to Slay the Princess. Should I? I guess I should. Alright. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. And we go! Yeah! Pristine Cut! You can't see my little hand! Alrighty. We'll make do without seeing our little narrator's claw. Welcome back to Slay the Princess. Slay the Princess is a game where you are a hero, and there's a princess in a cabin in the woods, and you have to slay her. That's it! And this is the Pristine Cut, which is the DLC, which has been long awaited. So we should probably start from the beginning.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
is a princess.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
We're back! Okay. Alright. 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 I can't wait to hear Hero. The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
No more peoples. But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
He said he's counting on me. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin.
I am.
Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task?
I could be lost in the woods.
If you made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Well, okay. Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
No, we're not. We'll be fine.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
I mean,
before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Well,
it's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Hey, that's a very cute egg, okay?
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
There's gonna be so much stuff. I'm not ready to open this. I'm not ready to open this box. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though. Doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
What if our princess is a seamstress? That's the new path. Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
Yeah, you do. You absolutely do.
Said,
oh, shit!
I don't make the rules. No matter how much I wish I did.
I skipped over you already, buddy boy. I'm sorry. Thank you, autosave.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
No way.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Did you hear the strings in this music? Forget it. I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Take me to my princess. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Right. Oh? Oh. Do I get some sort of reward for doing this?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
What's my reward? What's my reward? Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you.
For me?
And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
Whoa. 2 puppies. Alright. Stranger, here I come. Hopefully things weren't moving around too much that I don't know where I'm going.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
I sure as fuck don't. I'm gonna quietly continue down the path, away from the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
How could you guess?
Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know.
You
what he's
shut your
talking
whore
about.
mouth. Oh, they're Johnny Sims.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
No.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
If you had an ounce of maturity.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
I'm making the right one.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen.
Oh. Hit me.
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves. But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin.
The trees look so fluffy.
A fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Right.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Yay! That's my girl.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us.
It's the boy!
I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Don't you talk about contrarian that way. Those walls weren't there last time. You can't just force me to go to the cabin.
What are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess.
What would happen if that happened? Alright.
A warning before you go any further.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Yes!
Don't believe a word she says.
I'm so ready!
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Yeah.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Let's go!
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
There it is.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I will. I will need it if I want to do this right.
Take it. Maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife.
No.
Have you seen this place?
Don't make me.
We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Don't make me.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
Fun stuff.
Nothing.
Oh.
Because you're going to pull yourself together.
Like this room?
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
It isn't.
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
Ooh, we should look at ourselves. Wouldn't that be fun?
It would.
You won't be looking at yourself because there isn't a mirror. There's the table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror.
There is.
There isn't.
There is.
You insisting it isn't there just makes me want to look at it even more.
Yeah. Why would you lie about that? What's the point?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? You waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall.
It is.
There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Bow.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
Look at our little fingies.
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Look at our little fingies.
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Alright. We're gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Oh.
Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that.
Hold it the other way.
How are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom. It'll look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Obviously, I'm going to hold the blade the other way.
You switch your grip on the blade.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yes!
Yeah.
It's so much better!
Oh.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better.
It does.
It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not my dad. Welcome back to Slay the Princess.
Yes!
Do it! Do it!
Seriously. You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night.
Bye-bye.
I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without it.
Yes.
We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that.
We're already hardened to it.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
Our smart wit is our weapon.
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
That's me. That's me. That's me.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down.
A couple of them go down, kinda.
The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it.
Sludge.
Kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Like a Bath and Body
If
Works.
the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Yeah.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you. Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon.
We're all gonna die eventually.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Yay! Center. Center's best.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways.
As long as it goes somewhere other than here.
No matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
Yeah.
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Our most normal princess. Ah, we're here again! The yes and no font looks a little different, I think. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was here.
And yet here you are.
Here I am.
Strange. Do you remember anything at all? Do you know why you're here? Do you know me?
I just told you I don't.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face. She's so blank. I have no idea who she is. Isn't that fun? A new puzzle for us to take apart. If she's keeping her cards close to her chest, it's because she wants to deceive you.
It's okay. Don't worry. Sometimes I get lost here too.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. Where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back?
Just smush her back.
You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
Can I give it back?
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it? Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late.
Don't tell me how to organize my brain.
You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Don't rush me.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Yeah. Getting down here was weird. Like I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me?
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
No way in. No.
Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either.
For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Do you know why you're down here?
Is this a quiz? If you're here, then surely you know why I'm here. But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Don't give me false hope. Please just end this already. One way or another, just do it.
Me, all the time.
Don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
Welcome to my world.
We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
Itch harder. Deal with it. If I let you out of here, what are you going to do?
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person? You either trust me or you believe that I'm dangerous. What I say won't change how you already feel about me. Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me, then put an end to me.
Mood.
Not a single real answer.
Obfuscate.
At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it?
Obfuscate, obfuscate.
Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under?
Our own.
Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do. Asking questions just seems to make things worse. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. Take a deep breath and focus up. You can do this.
Nothing but her is kind of appealing.
How do we decide what to do? Can there even be a right choice when all of them are so different? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the right thing, there's only ever been the one option, and that option is slaying her. Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want. This place is hell, and it's only getting worse.
Yay! The only right choice. So, I'm getting you out of here. I'm trying Freer. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. And then leave her in the basement. And regretfully think about that time you threw the blade out the window.
Wait, that's not right.
Yes, it is.
Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
And then I trip.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish.
She's ready to punch me.
Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't...
Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now.
Deal with it.
No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
That's my boy.
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
There she is.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
Nah.
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others they just don't fit. They just don't fit.
The salami lid. Meh.
We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Yeah. We did.
How surprisingly sincere.
I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Full life consequences.
Please.
Well, since you asked nicely. It's going to be okay. Goodbye, my wife. Give it back. I miss her already. You don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone. Replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I think I'm supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna do it. I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go looking for her.
Right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
Don't talk about Contrarian that way. He's sensitive.
Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
Our best. The narrator's gone.
He is. Does that mean the world ended?
It means we did our job, boys.
Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
I'm begging you, don't do
I'm
this.
sorry, hero. I'm sorry. The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
You approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's me! You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Show me the wife! You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
That's me. I found you. Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Fuck. Oh, I love this game. I love this game. Everything goes dark. And you die. Back to chapter 1. Back to chapter 1.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, It will be the end of the world.
Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
I won't.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
What kind of social construct is that, hero?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed. I miss Contrarian already.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, let's see.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Let's go. Let's go!
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Not today.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, I think I'm here to kill you?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
You can look at me all you want, lady. Just take it in.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Hero!
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
It's my only friend that has a physical form. All of the other ones are in my head. If I talk to an inanimate object like a knife, it makes it easier to focus. Like engineers do. With rubber ducks, not knives. Maybe knives, I don't know.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
This house is a fucking prison!
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
I already don't like what's happening. Ugh.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye.
How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
More important shit to deal with.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Damn. Warn her.
Stop that.
No.
I thought this was a little too easy.
I'm sorry.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
I'm trying.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
I am.
I can see the conflict in your eyes.
I'm trying so hard.
I'll make this quick.
I love her.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Goodbye.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
For now.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It was. Yes! We did it, boys! We did it!
You're on a path in the woods. A warning before you go any further. She will lie,
She will cheat.
and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
Nope.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Let's go!
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Yeah.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different.
Yeah.
Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Nobody asked you, Tiny.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
I'm gonna take it.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That was there last time too, wasn't it?
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Damn.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
I'm sure this is someone's fetish. I'm right here. Sit where I was told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here?
So many questions.
There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
How am I supposed to cut you out? If you didn't notice, your head is in a shackle too.
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us.
So, what should we do?
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Been there before.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
Okay, I'm trusting you.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place.
Damn.
You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you?
Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right?
You've already tried to take over, buddy.
Sucks to suck.
Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you?
Let's go.
A little.
Oh, hero.
I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No.
No. Let's watch.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she saws through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck.
Vertebra.
I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Teamwork.
Huh. So that's her play. Killing herself? She isn't dead yet. Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches. There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
She did it.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
Can I give it back?
The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world!
Yay!
Huh. So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone, isn't she?
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us. I'm sure you can understand that.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Okay. So what if we leave her?
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty. The door. Check the door.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved.
Okay.
Don't apologize. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's just gonna force it anyway, I forgot.
Wait, why are you sorry? Your body lurches as your heart suddenly stops beating.
You'll forgive me eventually.
He just willed it.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you already gotten what you want?
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
It turns out that it doesn't take too long to die after your heart stops beating. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Actually, it's suicidal.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
What? What?
You're on a path in the wood.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We had everything we ever could have wanted, and you killed us.
Why do we get the cheated out of all of the voices we could have gotten? Why? Why? But we're here. The cage? The cage. I like this.
We didn't have everything we ever could have wanted. That's just what he told us. I want the truth, not some made-up eternal happiness.
But it was nice. Who gives a shit about truth?
I do. He said we were happy, but what does happiness like that even mean? It was just another prison.
I would take one step in this road and trip. And another, and just fucking trip again.
And this isn't. There are chains everywhere.
That just means we're on the right track, you numbskull.
Yeah.
That we're finally starting to see reality for what it is.
Yeah.
Can you two stop fighting? It's not very productive.
No, it isn't, is it? So let's focus up. You've clearly already been here before, and judging by how deranged you all are, you've already been here more than once. I'll spare you my full introduction, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities. Not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
Should we talk about how we still have the blade? We've never started with the blade before.
Huh. I hadn't actually noticed.
Holding it's starting to feel natural, isn't it?
It doesn't matter if we spawn with it or have to trudge all the way up to the cabin to get it. It's not even a blade, really. It's just a dinky little knife. The real threat here can kill us without it anyway.
I didn't kill us without reason.
Well, you still killed us.
Damn, got him.
This is strange. You're not supposed to start with the blade. It says right here that you're supposed to find it at the cabin.
Oh well, I suppose that doesn't make much sense anyway. It's better if you start with a weapon, so this is probably for the best.
She died last time, and the way you decided to thank us was locking us away in a happiness void forever.
So you actually managed to slay her? Yet you still found your way back here. Absolutely unbelievable. What on earth is wrong with you?
You!
We weren't satisfied with your happy little prison.
But it has happy right there in the name.
I was about to say that, but with prison, because it fit with the prisoner. He's right, though. It does have happy right in the name.
It wasn't actually very happy.
Hero's also right.
I was fine with it, but that spiteful bastard gave us a heart attack and killed us for no reason.
I had a great reason. We were stuck with no answers. And now we're not. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And you don't think we're stuck now? We're still in a cage, it's just bigger.
And you don't think we're stuck now? That's you. That's what you sound like.
You know, if you think about it, isn't life just a really big cage?
Hero, you get me.
Oh, don't you start philosophizing. Just get to the cabin and settle this already.
I'm not taking the blade again. I'm gonna toss it in the woods.
Are you serious? The blade is your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do things right.
I heard you the first couple times you said it to me.
You know what? Yeah, screw this. We won't play along with any of you.
Yeah.
You're all being ridiculous. Why would we disarm ourselves at a time like this? Don't you dare. Are you even listening to me? Does my opinion count for nothing?
No, it's
We're
3 against 2.
never getting out of here if you don't listen. I'm intervening. We're not tossing the blade.
I'm in charge, and I say we're tossing the blade. You had your chance last time, and we all saw how that worked out for us.
Without another word, you foolishly hurl your only chance at victory far off into the woods, never to be seen again.
Never to be seen again. All we did was toss it into the woods. There's nothing stopping us from picking it back up.
Oh, but there is something stopping you from picking it back up. The fact that you already made your decision. As much as I'd like to turn back the clock, we'll all just have to suffer the consequences of what you've done. That's how decisions work.
I hated hearing that when I was a kid.
Huh. That felt good. Best thing we've done in ages. Whatever this bullshit world throws at us next, we'll always have this tiny victory.
Yeah. No way out but through. Let's go see her.
You stand at the edge of a cliff.
Ooh.
An abyss yawns beneath you, empty and endless. The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge. The cabin looms on its far side. I think you already know what waits for you within.
Great. A creaky old bridge and a bottomless ravine. Because getting to the cabin was too easy last time. I wonder what other sick jokes are waiting for us. Maybe that ravine doesn't even go anywhere. It'd be par for the course if we slipped and wound up falling forever.
I mean, don't threaten me with a good time.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
Damn.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that.
He did, though. You can't undo it. You know, we already made our decision. You can't go back.
Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends. A fitting cage for a monster, destined to end the world.
Is she like a butcher? Or a Dead by Daylight, villain?
There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already foolishly threw away your weapon, but still, your objective awaits.
Let's go!
And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way down. All I see is a mirror. What mirror? There is no mirror. The only thing of note here is the door to the basement.
Oh, don't you lie to us. We can trust our eyes, and I am not going to stand around arguing over a stupid mirror.
I'm not going to waste time arguing with you. Just get to the basement, okay? The door's on the other side of the room. Then, I guess there's nowhere for us to go but forward.
Onward and upward.
You step out onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor.
I'm gonna get pulled upside down in like a trap.
Should have been?
Oh? Is it not a floor? Is it like those mesh things in Playlands and like Burger King and McDonald's where like your foot always falls through, and then if you're small enough of a little kid, you just fall through to the bottom on like the yoga mat? But with chains and hooks? Oh no, are we gonna be like Leighton from Tarzan? Don't do that to us.
Yes, unfortunately, you realise too late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
I swear, if we...
Oh, now this is just absolute bullshit. Can't even walk across a room now without being plunged into an abyss.
It's not the time for that.
You're too emotional. It makes us sloppy.
Yeah.
We have to focus on details right now, and we can't focus on details if you're raging about every little thing that happens.
Are we supposed to focus on details while we're falling into a bottomless pit?
Yes.
Don't be ridiculous. It obviously has a bottom.
Every pit has a bottom.
Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle.
Oh.
You find yourself suspended in what appears to be a vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions. You dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor.
I like this. I like this.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Not the time.
As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings, you make out a figure standing in the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
I mean, you can't see me, but my mouth is wide open. I like this. I'm in awe.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with. We should let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Look at the hooks. Oh, I love this. Are you mad at me? Hello?
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and groans of metal as it sways in the stale air around you. The hooks slowly shift in your skin, the pain coming in waves as you continue to dangle helplessly.
Screw this. This is making me bloody anxious. It's like she knows how unfair this all is, and now she's having fun with it. She's mocking us by not saying anything. Yes!
Hello?
The princess takes a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you. As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess, finally emerged from the shadows.
Oh my god, I love this.
The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person.
I love this.
It's only accurate. The form in front of you is a body, draped in raiments of chains, her head dragging along behind her in an iron cage. The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
Oh, we're being strangled already? You haven't given us a chance to do a damn thing. What's the point of any of this if we don't even get to make a single choice? I'm not here to give you chances. I'm here to set the stage and to dictate to you what happens. I can advise you on the correct course of action, but there are limits to my direct involvement. The choices, if that's what you like to call them, have always been yours.
To an extent.
A riddle while we're dying, isn't that just like you? Now to figure out what exactly you mean by choices.
Oh, for the love of stop thinking and do something.
Yes, sir. Oh, I really don't want to be mean to her. But I need to do all of these, so... What is your problem with me? I've only ever tried to help you.
What makes you think I have a problem with you? Because I'm a head in a cage? Don't be silly. That's what I've always been. It's not like you're any different.
Deep.
The body takes another step towards you, the chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
Damn. Just hit us with what the narrator hit us with.
Oh, well, isn't that just convenient?
It makes sense to me. She's a severed head. What
Hey.
control could she possibly have over her body? There's no connections, no nerves. So bodies can work on their own.
They can.
You know, I wouldn't mind that, actually. Maybe when the chain pops our useless head off, we'll get to run around without it.
This was all doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Yeah. Fubar, right? That's the term. Right? Yeah. Fucked up beyond all recognition. Fubar. But like, you know, you can always be a body and a head and work in tandem with yourself. It's not that hard. I hate these. I hate these answers. I want to pick the better ones, but like, I need to go through all of these. None of this is my fault. I haven't done anything to you except give you my weapon. Twice.
And when the time comes, you'll give it to me again. And then she'll do something horrible with it. I wonder what it'll be this time.
Oh, I'll give it to you, alright.
Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
I love this.
You come to me, knife in hand.
No, it's not. I don't have my knife.
That's not right. We didn't bring the knife.
Yeah? Is that right? I bring you the knife? Where do you think it is?
It's obviously right in your... It's gone, isn't it? But that's not right.
The body marching towards you comes to a lurching stop.
Oh.
Huh. She stopped. What is that supposed to mean?
You've been the one listening to me. You made yourself stop. And now you can decide to finally let me down.
You make it sound so easy. But it can't be that easy. Not after all that violent repetition.
It's a good band name.
Oh.
Suddenly, the chains loosen, the hooks sliding from your skin. You come crashing to the floor, and as the chains rain down around you, her body falls too.
This is so cute.
The room settles into comforting silence. No more rattling of chains, no more slow, deliberate footsteps from the princess's body. Only the soft click of the latch as it opens the door of the cage.
I love this.
So that's really all it took?
The truth was right there the whole time. We just needed to believe we were better than this. I feel like a fool, really. But it's always the most complicated problems that tend to have the simplest solutions.
Says the meathead.
That is absolutely not how this works.
No one asked you.
Looks like we've seen through your lies at last, Mr. the Narrator. If that even is your real name.
Yeah, Mr. McPoopy Butt.
Oh, shut up. We got lucky. And you especially got lucky.
I don't want to hear it. You're the last passenger on this fool-ass bus heading toward oblivion. You don't get to make a choice. I'm the driver. I drive us off the cliff. Fuck you.
Both of you talk too much. Give her a chance to say what she wants to say. I'm sick of treating this like some puzzle or bullshit game.
Tell them, hero. Tell them.
I want you to take me out of this place. That's all I've ever wanted.
Is this the prisoner's version of the thorn? Oh.
The princess's body doesn't stand, instead holding the cage aloft, beckoning you to come near. If you take her out of there, if you carry her to freedom, it's the end of the entire world. You know that, right? Fine by me. This world is bullshit anyways. The rest of us will find one that's better. Besides, we already made our choice, all the way back in the woods. Nothing you can do about it now. I suppose not. You know, I think a part of me always knew this was doomed from the start. I'm narrating on borrowed time, aren't I?
Yeah.
But even if I'm doomed to go, I might as well make sure you have a proper ending. Go on then.
Really? Really?
You cautiously approach the kneeling body and extend your hand, bruised and bleeding from the trials that brought you to this point.
Is he actually gonna narrate me being happy?
And then you take her from her prison. She looks up at you, and for the first time since you laid eyes on her, she smiles warmly.
Oh, and then the braids that look like chains in her hair, even though she actually has chains in her hair. This is so cute. Look at her. Oh, she's beautiful.
I have no idea how we're supposed to leave.
But the body points, and you follow its finger to a lone chain dangling from the doorway that sits far, far above you. Are we supposed to climb up while holding her?
I'll pull us out of here, if you just hold on.
I'm game.
So am I. Then get on with it.
Yay.
You wrap your hand in the chain, holding tight as it starts to move and holding the princess close to you.
I love her.
Together, you rise out of the pit.
I'm sorry if I made this harder than it had to be.
You glance back towards the princess's body, doing its part as it hoists you up. It grows smaller and smaller, slowly disappearing back into the shadows of the basement.
Oh. Oh.
No, that's not right. There shouldn't be an F. I'm sorry. I made this harder than it had to be.
Maybe she has a point, in a way. Our bodies don't matter.
We're almost there. We can smell the night air.
That bit of light feels like it's mocking us. At any moment, she could just drop the whole thing and send us crashing down.
Shut up.
I don't think that's gonna happen, mate.
Yeah.
It'll be par for the course.
Shut up.
And then the train stops its ascent, depositing you safely in the cabin doorway. I guess you never closed it behind you. Well, there's only one thing left for you to do.
Shall we?
No. You know, it's funny. All of this talk about free will, and I feel like I'm locked into this outcome.
I mean, what's the alternative? Dropping me to prove a point?
Oh no. Oh no.
Huh, I hadn't even considered that. Should it be an option? Can it be an option?
Oh no.
I'm joking, by the way. Please don't drop me.
I mean, we could. Hell no, don't you even joke.
Tell them, hero.
He was joking. But fine, I see I'm outnumbered, as usual. Have it your way.
It would certainly be a new data point.
It would. Stop.
Probably wouldn't work anyways. It'd make that perfectly good blade you threw out completely meaningless.
No. No. Why would you do this to me? What kind of monster do you think I am? Oh my god.
Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Did I just will that option into existence?
Don't get too happy.
After everything?
I need... It's a new data point.
Huh. So this is what it's like to dish it out. It, feels bad. It's not how I thought it would feel.
I don't like this.
You sure kept your cards close to your chest. Smartly played. We haven't seen what happens if we're the ones that beat her, but we'll see what happens now.
Well, no time for taking it back. It's done. You let go of the princess's head
No.
and watch as she plunges into the abyss. Can't believe I was all doom and gloom just a moment ago. Congratulations. You might just
Why would you let me do this?
All of that just to take it all away. You're cold.
How could you make me throw her down there? Oh no! Oh god, why? As she plummets, the princess is taken from you. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where does she go?
Free will. Exert your
Should
will
we
at the
try
edge of
and
a
find
steely
her?
cage, even if it hurts you.
Is that a mirror? But it feels so bad.
You're right.
It's going to do something to us. I can feel
Yeah, it's
it.
gonna kick your ass for suggesting to throw her.
Okay, so this is all going to work out.
Feels too good to be true.
God. I didn't like that. Oh, I didn't like that option. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Okay, let's see what she looks like. You're at the cabin.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I don't like this. I mean, I really like it, but I don't like it. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a body that convinced herself she was only a set of eyes. She will make for a watchful heart. Do not mourn her. She is now what she wished that she could be.
I hate that. Okay. Alright, we're gonna load. We're gonna load, boys. We're gonna stop. We're gonna... No, we're gonna load. We're gonna load. We're gonna load. Are you mad at me?
But you are met with only silence.
So you can come back too.
But you are met with only silence.
Look, I'm sorry about what happened last time. I'm supposed to be sorry, right?
But you are met.
Why the hell did you cut your head off?
But you are met.
And wait for her to make her first move.
The princess takes a slow step forward.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry.
The princess takes a slow step.
What is your problem with me? I've only ever tried to help you.
What makes you think I have a problem with you? Because I'm a head in a cage? Don't be silly. That's what I've always been. It's not like you're any different.
Let me down. Killing me isn't going to fix anything.
In another life, I would have said it was cute that you think I have a say here. I don't have a say. Neither do you. You, of all people, should know that.
Look, I didn't even bring a knife. I just wanted to talk to you.
You're pleading with me as if I have a say over anything that happens here. Shouldn't you know by now that I don't? And neither do you.
What happened to you?
Nothing happened. I think I've always been like this. Outside of everything. A helpless observer to the things that are done to me. The only difference is that my eyes are finally open.
You cut your own head off last time. You can't be mad at me about that.
Mad at you?
That's me.
I'm not mad at you. I know you didn't have anything to do with that. Not outside of your designated role, of course.
Remain silent.
You sure we don't want to say anything?
There's nothing to say.
No, that's great. It's smart. We can't think our way out of this if we're talking.
Huh.
Yeah, because thinking our way out of things has worked for us. Ever.
The body takes another step towards you. The chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh. They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
None of this is my fault. I haven't done anything to you except give you my weapon. Twice.
And when the time comes, you'll give it to me again. And then she'll do something horrible with it. I wonder what it'll be this time. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
She? Are you talking about your body as if it's a separate person? It's you.
That's what I used to think. But time alone has taught me the truth. I'm not my body. I'm just the thing that watches it. There's so much pain that comes from tricking yourself into thinking you have a choice. But none of us have choices. And knowing that has made me feel so... free.
Welcome to disassociation. What do you mean? You're just a watcher. You cut your own head off last time. You made that decision.
What's the point of making a choice if it all ends the same way? I'm still stuck, and you're just as stuck as I am.
You've made choices, and you've never stopped. You're choosing violence right now. I choose violence every day.
You're not looking at things right. Your eyes are fixed on the distraction, instead of on the hand working the illusion.
I see. You know, maybe she's onto something. Maybe being ahead means you can really focus on figuring out the truth.
That's how you know you're ahead.
Oh, don't you start.
Say nothing.
Silence. Then maybe you finally get it. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
That's not right. We didn't bring the knife.
Yeah, is that right? I bring you the knife? Where do you think it is?
It's obviously right in your... It's gone, isn't it? But that's not right.
There's no grand scheme guiding us along a predetermined path. We're both agents of chaos who make our own choices. And this time, I chose to talk to you. Unarmed.
But that's not right. That's not the reality I've been looking at. You shouldn't have been able to do that.
Your pattern's broken. I'm unarmed.
But that's not right.
Silently wave your empty hands.
No knife. But that's not right.
The body marching towards you comes to a lurching stop.
Huh. She stopped. What is that supposed to mean?
It means my feminine wiles and alluring charm has convinced her to spare me. You've been the one listening to me. You made yourself stop. And now you can decide to finally let me down.
You make it sound so easy. But it can't be that easy. Not after all that violent repetition.
What do you actually want? The only way we can get out of here is if you drop your guard. Just like I did.
You make it sound so easy.
I think you know what it's supposed to mean.
What? Like the answer's obvious? Like it's staring me right in the face? Just like you?
Yeah, get good, scrub.
Oh.
Oh. Well, are you ready to talk?
And is talking supposed to fix our problems? Is talking supposed to end all the violent repetition?
Say nothing.
You're staring at me like the answer is self-evident. But it can't be. Not after all that violent repetition. Oh.
Oh.
Suddenly, the chains loosen.
Alright. Should we talk about how we still have the blade? We've never started with the blade before.
Huh. I hadn't actually noticed.
Holding it's starting to feel natural, isn't it?
It doesn't matter if we spawn with it or have to trudge all the way up to the cabin to get it. It's not even a blade, really. It's just a dinky little knife. The real threat here can kill us without it anyway.
She died last time, and the way you decided to thank us was locking us away in a happiness void forever.
So you actually managed to slay her?
Are you sure we even need to slay her? She cut her own head off last time.
She... what? Why would she ever do that? She's not supposed to be suicidal. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. More importantly, if she did cut her own head off, why are you here? You shouldn't have died. You should be enjoying your reward.
I was fine with it, but that spiteful bastard gave us a heart attack and killed us for no reason.
I had a great reason. We were stuck with no answers. And now we're not. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And you don't think we're stuck now? We're still in a cage. It's just...
Stop whining. I was happy with eternal bliss last time.
Eternal bliss? You wouldn't have found eternal bliss unless you actually killed her. Actually, she killed herself. Cut her own head off. It was awful.
It was awful.
It was convenient. Too convenient.
She... what?
Can we try this? I'm done with this. Bye.
Are you serious? Fine. You walk away from the cabin and see how that goes for you.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? Everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? Did we do this? Is this the end of the world? Was there ever even a world to end? That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
Yeah. Guess this is... Alright, that's boring.
You stand
That's
at the
boring. No way out but through. Let's go see her.
You stand at the edge of a cliff. An abyss yawns beneath you, empty.
Okay. Cabin time. Cabin time.
Every surface of the cabin is there's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits.
And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way down.
Attack her. Oh, this is sad. I'm gonna attack.
As you attempt to move, the princess takes a slow step forward. As she does so, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you. As your vision comes back into focus,
I will attempt to cut myself free.
you try to move your arm, but the hooks buried deep in your wrist and elbow keep you firmly, painfully in place. You do your best to rotate the knife in your palm, but it only clinks against the metal chain, unable to do so much as leave a scratch. The body takes another step towards you.
And then... what if I... Did I already swing my blade? Did I just do that?
You try to move your arm, but do little more than rotate the hook planted firmly in your wrist. It is an excruciating and fruitless attempt, which the princess doesn't so much as acknowledge. The body takes another step towards you.
Remain silent.
You...
I guess I'll say nothing.
Silence. Everything we witness is...
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
I do.
The body steps forward. The pressure on your limbs is becoming unbearable.
You give me your implement.
The pressure is finally too much. Your fist unfolds as your joints swell with trapped blood, and your pristine blade tumbles helplessly to the ground.
I cut myself free.
Well, at least she gets it. This whole damn thing's a pile of flaming bullshit, and there's nothing we can do to put it out.
I mean, he's right, though. You're setting me up to fail. I can't make real choices strung up like this, and you're refusing to make any choices at all.
You're just starting to see the walls. And you don't have to struggle against something inevitable. You can give in with me. None of this is up to us.
She steps forward yet again, and the chains dig into you, your nerves screaming, your heart pounding, your lungs desperate for air.
I don't think we can hold on to you much longer. Like I said, the girl's right. This whole thing is rigged.
This is all getting so predictable, isn't it? Pop.
Jesus! That scared me for no reason. You're falling. The world is spinning. And then you hit the ground. Your body light in a way that is sickeningly wrong. And roll to a stop. The sound of rattling chains and a heavy thud as the rest of what was once you falls to the ground somewhere nearby. Nice. She just popped my head off. You're unable to take action. Unable to defend yourself. Unable to even look around as the princess's body steps toward you. One slow, rhythmic step after another. It stoops down to pick you up, and then... Aha! You go, girl! A shadow rises behind the body, blade glinting.
And now, the cut.
It strikes, and it strikes true, and the body drops its cage in pain. They descend on each other in a maelstrom of chains and hooks and feathers and blood, fighting their way deeper into the shadows until all you're left to witness are the sounds of violence. Well, it seems we both have no bodies, don't we, princess?
See? You only ever thought you were in control. Isn't it so much nicer to let go?
Us choosing the same moves every time we play isn't an indictment of anyone's free will. It's just how things happen to play out. I could have thrown away that knife in the woods if I wanted to, but I chose to come here with it.
Just because you refuse to see the walls doesn't mean they aren't there. Give in with me. It's so much easier to let the world happen to you.
Since when does indictment have a C in it? You know how there's like words that you say but you never write? That's one of them. What was I supposed to have done? Did you want me to carry your severed head out of the cabin with me? I thought you were dead.
That is what I wanted, but you didn't do it. And I don't think you could have done it. The walls are what the walls are. So give in with me. None of this is up to us.
Alright, lady. Jesus, there's so much. Oh my god, there's so much. Right? No, there's not that much. Please, just stop walking forward. I'm going to die if you don't stop.
We're both going to die.
Yeah?
And dying won't stop us from doing this again. And again. And again.
And again.
It would be so much easier if you just gave in with me. It would be so much easier if you just gave in with me.
Drop it.
You're a step ahead of me. That means you finally get it. I'm happy for you. I really am. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
The body steps forward. The pressure on your limbs is becoming unbearable.
You give me your implement. See? You already did that one.
Damn.
You begin to black out.
I cut myself free.
Well, at least she gets it.
There they go. There they go. Waiting. There they go. Just a scrappy lady. Scrappy little lady and her birdman. Just bye. I didn't let go. You ripped my head off.
My body ripped your body's head off. I didn't have anything to do with it.
Oh my god, you can't see it, but there's no hand anymore, so it's just a little icon of his head for the mouse.
You get it. It's not like you're responsible for what your body is doing to mine now. You and I just watch, like we've been doing since the beginning.
And so you and the princess watch as your bodies weave in and out of the shadows, performing their lethal dance.
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
Look at us go! Look at those crazy kids. The movement is gorgeous, primal, uninhibited. Steel crashing against steel and flesh rolling off flesh.
It's all going to come to a head soon.
Ha 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 ha.
Head.
Head. And at last, the climax plays out. Your body, wreathed in chains and shadows, makes its final move, but so does hers. Chain shatters spine and blade pierces heart. Is there really... do I need the spine? I don't have a head anymore.
I guess I'll see you next time.
See you next time, champ. Both hers and yours collapse, their dance complete. Look at the big wings! He's so cute! Blood drips from the princess's mouth, and she coughs.
It's cold, but that's always been us, hasn't it? Cold isn't bad.
Okay, I should see if she looks different. Do not have a chance to respond, or will you ever? No exit. Remain stuck between the walls of a pattern in a steely cage. You approach the mirror. There she is!
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of...
Oh, is this the same? Does it change here? Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a body that do not mourn her.
What are we supposed to do now?
We watch, just like we've been doing since the beginning.
You didn't cut yourself free. My body is still the one with the knife. Doesn't that mean this is different? Doesn't that mean I broke your pattern?
Huh. I guess you're right. Pattern must be wrong then. Maybe if we keep watching, we'll figure it out. And we've got nothing else to do but watch.
This isn't nicer. I'm a severed head. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's pretty nice, though.
And what's wrong with that? It's really not that different from how it's always been. Just watching things play out. It's who we are. Only now, we can be honest with ourselves.
Did you have to kill me for that? I thought that would be the end of me. I guess this isn't so bad.
I told you. It really isn't. And now nothing's stopping you from enjoying the show.
Say nothing. I didn't. You say nothing, and the princess smiles with a knowing silence. And so you and the princess watch as your bodies weave in and out of the shadows, performing their lethal dance.
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
And then I'll step into my freedom.
And so you step into a world ended by your hand.
Oh.
What a travesty. Goodbye. It's me.
Goodbye, I'll miss you. Look at her.
Awful? Is he still there?
Look at her.
I think he's gone.
Look at her eyes.
We did it! That wasn't so bad. Now I guess we'll need to find a new game to play.
Look at her smile.
Thank you. So much. I didn't think this was possible. But here we are.
Here we are.
It's a little cold out here, isn't it?
I will warm you. Come to my face. No, she's so cute. That was probably too high-pitched for the thing to pick up.
She's gone.
Allegory of the
go?
cage. The walls of your cage
Should
were
we
always
try
your
and
own
find her?
creation. Is this different?
Flickering lights.
No. And then, do you have thoughts on the vessel?
This one is a locked door to which you held the key. She will make for an open heart if you let her.
No.
Do not mourn her. She is no longer bound.
So cute. Okay. An open heart or a watchful one, bring the cage to her. Alright, without the blade. I'm here to save
How
you.
many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
At least twice more.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
It's me! Let's do this. Just checking in on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
I'm here to save you. Lie.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever.
I see. You're trying to get her to lower her guard. It's...
Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever.
Forever.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Well, actually,
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
let's examine the chains. There isn't a key.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door is someone else. Your shouts and pleas are met. I'll repeat myself once again. You try the door.
Okay.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam.
All right, lady.
Fine. No.
I'll warn her.
Stop that.
Eat me. And resist.
The blade! Move. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
I'm so sorry.
You bet you are.
With one last... It can't just end like... Oh, that's... Everything goes dark.
Cool. Damsel time. I am speed. Let's go.
A warning. Before you...
Oh, I forgot Smitty is here. Oh, Smitty, no. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies.
Hopefully it doesn't put her on edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job.
Okay.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hello?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Attaboy.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you.
Not with that attitude.
This is horrible.
You killed me last time and it hurt. A lot. Why did you do that?
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Do I have to cut you out again? I really didn't care for that last time.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I hate that.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What if we're just like... This extra one is just... Like, we horribly maul the shit out of her.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behaviour and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Yeah. But before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No. I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself. Not so sure.
I have no feelings one way or the other about the world ending.
At least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all.
I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a misanthrope.
Lucky for you, I did destroy the world. I destroyed all of it and made it awful for everyone.
I'd point out that she just admitted to obliterating the entire world, but I guess that wouldn't actually move you. Oh, it moves me. Whatever we do next, we should do our best to not let her out. But have you seen her angelic face? She should get a pass. She just wanted to make us happy.
Oh no.
By destroying the world. Apparently, yes.
I'll remain silent.
The princess's eyes quiver as she waits for your response.
Nope.
I didn't end the world? I didn't end the world.
She's clearly just saying what she thinks you want to hear. Or she's innocent. How could a beauty like her be capable of ending the world? It's not rational.
What happened after I died?
You died.
Alright, we did that. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Aww.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
No one can out the cut master. Can I say that? No one can out-bitch the bitch master.
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Rescue the princess?
No. I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll... You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her?
Damn.
Yes.
Damn.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain tight
volcanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
You wouldn't.
I would.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
He does have a lot of strong feelings.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace.
Oh.
Ugh.
Oh.
Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat?
You know what we'll do if you try it.
You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
Is she gonna... What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt
I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy.
I just want to make you happy.
Is it just gonna...
She...
I just want to make you happy.
This isn't...
Is this... Okay, clearly something is happening here, and I'm very scared. What if we just don't do anything? What if we just stay here? Nobody gets hurt, and we just figure out a way to be happy together.
Oh, is that really what you want? If you think that would make you happy, then...
Her eyes dart uncomfortably to the corners of the room.
I guess we could do that.
Oh, at least she's normal again.
normal again. Can't you tell she's sad? She's distraught. This is unacceptable.
But she can't be unhappy about staying with us, can she?
I don't know. She has a point. She doesn't know us.
No, it has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess, if we just say the right things, if we just showed her the contents of our heart, she'd be happy here.
I'm gonna die again.
As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No, you absolutely do not do that.
She looks like a sad puppy.
Oh, but I do.
Smitty, come on.
What? What is he doing? We can't see unless you tell us.
I mean, we can kind of see. It's just in stop motion. It stopped until he says something again.
Are you sure you want to know? I suppose I can't stall forever.
You can. You can say the wrong thing.
You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold. And you find it, your fingers curling around your ribs.
Oh my god, if we crack our ribcage open, like the... Oh my god, not the thorn. The wild? The wild. If we do that...
Oh no, what are you doing? Are you okay? You can't do that and be okay.
You've never met me.
Time out. He should not be allowed to do that. He's not the decider.
He's not. Listen to Hero.
And yet, it's done, isn't it?
You're a bitch, Smitty.
It will be soon. You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself apart inch by painful inch.
How did I know this was the way to go? How did I know that this would happen? How?
Your exposed heart, framed by jagged ribs, thumps rhythmically in your raw,
bloodied chest, the loosened threads of your body unfurling to cover the surface of the room.
I like the question there. It makes you seem more human, like you don't know everything.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Your sacrifice? That's my body, bud! Actually, that's like Hero's body. How could you do this?
Oh, I see. You're trying to tell me something.
She's so cute.
The princess, mesmerized, reaches towards your beating heart, and then everything goes dark and we die. Yes.
Oh. Oh?
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin.
What is going on? What is happening here?
Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well, not here, but I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You knew about the loop-in last time. Not that he was eager to divulge that.
Paranoid.
Right on cue, here's the new guy. Welcome! I can't say I'm happy to be here. This is a bad place. All stale and wrong. Can't you feel it? Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. You know that, right? Because the only reason you would have been here before is if you failed in whatever world you'd come from. Meaning you doomed an entire other reality. But I'm sure since you're so well-travelled, you know that, yes? We know that you keep telling us that, but we've never seen a world end. As far as I'm concerned, that whole conversation is just noise. And I'm stuck on a better question. Where's the other one?
Where is Smitty?
The other one? Yeah, a certain lovesick fool has been suspiciously quiet. One might even say, absent.
Where's Smitty?
Oh, you're right. It's a little quiet here, isn't it? Maybe that's one of the rules. Maybe only one bonus voice is allowed to be here at a time.
Bonus voice.
Bonus voice? I'm just as important as you are.
I wouldn't go that far.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. All I'm saying is that it's my third time here and it's your first. You're not unwelcome, but from my perspective, you're definitely bonus. I'm going to describe the room now.
Hey, my boys are talking.
The interior of the cabin is vast and regal. High arched windows line the walls, their multicoloured glass casting kaleidoscopic patterns across the stone floor. An iron chandelier hangs from the vaulted ceiling, its many candles lit with flickering light, vaguely illuminating the massive room. This is a house fit for royalty.
House for ants.
Before you, there isn't a blade, is there? That's not good.
Nope. Alrighty, buds. Let's do this. Does it matter if the blade's here? We didn't use it last time, and the time before that she used it to kill us.
I see your point, but it's still an option that's been taken away from us. I don't like losing options. Yes, and it's an important one. It's your implement. You're going to need it if you want to do this right. And the fact that you're here, right now, again, means that you have not yet done this right. But it's not there, is it? We don't even get the choice. So, what are we supposed to do? I don't actually know. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. It has to. It's part of the whole structure of this place, I think. At the very least, it's important.
So none of you are going to talk about the mirror.
Oh, I see it. I've just been preoccupied with everything else going on, like the fact that we can rip our own heart out without deciding that's what we're going to do. Is that what happened to you last time? How did that even work? You better not do it again.
No, oh, are you okay? No, like, explain more to me? No, nothing? I have feelings. I'm a person.
Lucky for you, the one who did it is the one who's gone. Wonderful. Moving on, I have no idea what you're talking about. There is no mirror. There's only the stained glass windows, the empty table where your blade should be, and the door to the basement. You said that last time too, but that hasn't stopped it from showing up again.
Or moving.
Yeah.
Mirror or no mirror, the door to the basement, your only way forward, is just on the other side of the room. How about you walk over there?
I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna turn around and leave.
As you foolishly turn to leave the cabin and abandon the world to its ruination, you're... Oh, isn't that convenient? As you turn around, you're faced with a solid wall. There isn't a way out. It would appear that you're stuck here until you find a resolution to our princess problem.
Yes, it's very convenient, isn't it?
I assure you, I'm just as surprised as you are. Can't you hear the relief in my voice? I wouldn't be relieved if I was the one who set this up. I would have known you were stuck here from the beginning.
He has a point.
Look, it doesn't matter who put that wall there, because it's there. The only thing for you to do now is find the princess and, ideally, find your weapon while you're at it. With nowhere to go but forward, you turn back around, leaving the non-existent exit behind you.
You know, technically we have a beak and talons. We could... I mean, we destroyed ourselves. We could destroy her without a knife. A blade. Approach.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. Oh, is this about that supposed mirror? Just reach forward and fumble around a bit. I'm sure you'll find the handle. Well, shall we have a look at ourselves? Maybe it won't go away this time.
That's wishful thinking.
You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle.
Cool.
Figures.
Yeah.
And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all. Rather, they go up. They're draped in fine carpet too, one that feels pleasantly soft against your feet. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably... no, that doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me off my rhythm.
Me too. I like the witty banter back and forth.
Well, if all of this has thrown you off your rhythm so much, then maybe we don't have to slay the princess. No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice, exitless house doesn't mean that she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her very nature. Am I the only one who remembers how much she changed last time? Does she even have a nature? That is precisely why she poses a threat. I don't know, she got weird for a second, yeah, but she didn't change that. We have to move on. This is a wildly dangerous line of reasoning. No, you can't just say that and not... Her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Oh? Oh? Okay.
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay?
I mean, you're sending me to my room?
And don't eat the food.
What is she, a fae?
This hall, like the one below, is grand and beautiful. Torches bathe the room in warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the centre of the room, the princess seated at its far end.
Is Smitty her stand?
Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart.
Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. That's easy.
What if it's like melded into her chest? What if it's part of her now? Like you can't move it, it's just there.
Isn't that suspiciously easy? There has to be a twist. There has to be something waiting for us. You saw what happened to her last time. She's not what she seems.
It's us, we're the monster.
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out from under you. You're forcibly seated at the head of the table.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
Alright. What is this place?
It's our happy ending, just like you asked for. It's everything we're supposed to have ever wanted.
What are we supposed to do now?
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
You mentioned dinner on the stairs?
Oh, right, dinner.
Excuse me.
But as you attempt to get up, the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat. There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her. At least not for now.
I can't get up. Something's holding me down.
The princess smiles nervously.
Yeah, that's a stand.
Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. That's just how it works here. We don't have to go anywhere anymore. We have everything we need. It just wants us to be happy.
You said he. Who is he?
He's the voice that whispers sweet nothings in my ear. I think he made this place for us.
It all makes sense now. It's him, isn't it? He's making all this happen. He's the one who trapped us here. Who? The lovesick one. The one from last time. He's not gone. He's just with her now. He's the shadow.
Had an achievement shadow on the walls. And it says deduce. It was cut off, but it was like deduce who the shadowy figure is with the paranoid one or something like that. Yeah. Hey, Smitty. You were real chatty last time. Don't you have anything to say?
Smitten?
The torches flare and the shadow grows for a moment, but you don't receive a response.
No, I saw him smile. That's him.
Regardless, it would seem that he, if there is a he, isn't something you can talk to.
He says his words are just for me, but he wants me to ask. Isn't this enough? Isn't this what you wanted him to do? He says he's tired. I don't think he'll answer anything else you have to say.
Aren't we all, brother? Silently push yourself from your seat?
But as you attempt to get up, the torch...
Slay the princess.
But as you attempt to get up...
What is this place?
It's our
You mentioned dinner.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
Flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Remember what I said.
You all.
Oh, but it looks so amazing, and after everything we've been through, we could really use a break. Are you sure we need to be so concerned?
That animal has 3 legs on one side. The cake has an onion on it. Yeah. I don't like this. I don't like this.
I'm not sure about anything, and that's the problem.
Didn't we learn anything from Pan's Labyrinth? Don't eat the food.
For what it's worth, I generally don't think one should trust strange food that magically appears on a table. But nothing here is exactly what I expected it to be, so make of that what you will.
Okay. Refuse her hospitality.
Oh. But you were the one who asked about it. Sorry, that was snippy. It's okay. It's okay. We can figure something else out. Think. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This isn't fine. This isn't fine at all.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
A light went out. Maybe a coincidence, but maybe not. And if they all go out, there won't be any shadows left to hold us. Won't there be more shadow? No, just darkness without a shape.
I like that.
And then it won't be able to hold you any longer. You'll be able to do what you're supposed to.
Savory cake. Yeah.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other 3 torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
What just happened? Did you make that torch go out?
I didn't mean to. I promise. Everything is fine. Everything is fine.
I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you just said something you wanted to say.
But it was wrong. I took away a piece of our light. I'm not supposed to do that. I don't want him to be upset with me.
It's just a torch. Don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light.
Yeah. We just have to keep the rest lit, and everything will be okay.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
We should do something fun. Wouldn't that be nice? What if we played a game?
She's trying to distract us.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
The flames roar and the shadow comes dancing across the table. It leaves behind an intricate game. Its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing, its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
Carcassonne?
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Yet another waste of time. Why all the distractions? What are we being distracted from? That's the real game. I feel like I'm 2 steps behind. You're overthinking it, mate. I feel like this is just something to do. We might as well try to have some fun. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And what a game it is. The tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. The warmth of trust and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax, as she places her final piece.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over.
No!
Time passes. You play the game. You win. Hey! Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
It's never going to stay fun. You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just
a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. A creeping numbness settling in over the board. More pieces are added. The feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends, and even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish, till finally...
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy, I promise. We're both so happy here. You don't have to be upset.
This is awful.
Yeah? I'm going to eat.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels.
This really is perfect, isn't it?
It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes across the table, clearing and replating. The feast is once again laid before you. The food is good, again. You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. And then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
So the shadow sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a tacky film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. So we had a mediocre meal. It's not a big deal.
That's the trap. It wasn't mediocre at first. It's trending down.
Tell him.
We're just getting a little sick of it. So what? We just have to try something new. I'm sure we won't be stuck eating the same meal forever. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
This is rough, dude. It's like eating Captain Crunch. Oh no, yeah, the first one's good, and then your mouth starts bleeding.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast, and again you eat. The meat is greasy. The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew.
There you go.
The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing.
I'm so tired of eating.
At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
This is so rough.
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the walls.
What just happened?
I think we all know that we're not happy. We just have to admit it to ourselves.
This is so sad. Oh my gosh, this is sad. This place isn't right. We have to put the rest of them out. We have to get rid of that shadow.
Why would we ever do that? We need the light. It's what keeps us happy. Oh, I know. We should do something. How about...
The princess's face drops as she pauses mid-sentence.
Would you look at that? I'm out of ideas.
Do we actually have everything we need? Because it doesn't feel like it. It feels like...
Like we've been given everything someone else has told us we wanted. But it isn't what we want.
Are you actually happy here?
The princess starts to hyperventilate,
Oh.
her quick breaths punctuating the uncomfortable silence between you.
Oh.
Yes! Why wouldn't I be? Let's not talk about it.
Forget about the food. What should we do now?
I don't know. Maybe we could play a game. Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
We just played a game.
The flames roar and the
Oh.
shadow comes
Oh.
dancing across
That
the
was-
table. It
Weird. Okay, so we've talked about food. We've played games. Now what? Actually, this might not be here. This might be for the one prior, and it might not... Maybe it's not supposed to be here, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so we've talked about food. We've played games. Now what?
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
Princess smiles as the two of you wait. Come on, there has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives. This can't be forever.
This is so sad.
And wait.
We live in a changing world. We know that. Something has to happen.
And wait.
You keep saying that, but we can't wait forever. There is no waiting forever.
And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh. No.
No.
Oh no.
We need the truth. You need to tell me how you really feel.
I don't feel anything.
Oh.
The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
Oh.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
What do you think will happen?
I'm too scared to say. What if my answer is what blows it out?
Don't worry about what's going to happen. If you could do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
Oh.
That sounds lovely.
Oh.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
Okay.
The princess sobs.
Oh. Whatever the shadows have been showing us isn't real. We need to see what happens when the lights go out.
We do, don't we? I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
We don't have to let it go out.
The princess turns to face the final torch, eyeing it with an empty but gentle fondness.
Wouldn't that be nice? I love the little life we've built, and I hope it never ends.
And it doesn't end, and the flame burns brightly gray, eternal.
I suppose all our worry was
for nothing. It's just playing pretend. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's always been cold here, hasn't it?
That's rough. Oh. Oh. You do not get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
You don't have to let it go out. Keep the latch torch burning is the achievement I got.
Is that a... But it feels so bad. It's calling us. And not in a good way. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
You're a bitch.
Okay. Can we trust you? She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Don't talk to me. Approach the mirror. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. All of me is changing.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Oh. Okay.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Alright, an honest heart. Share your happy ending with her. Say nothing.
I can't do this anymore.
No.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
I hate this. This sucks. Oh, no. I feel empty.
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Me too. It feels like an important part of me is gone, but I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how we're supposed to pick up the pieces.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Oh. Oh. So, that's it, huh?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
Yeah, I guess that's that. I can't believe it's over. It felt like it was supposed to last forever.
Why are you crying?
She raises her head, mascara.
I don't know. It feels like an important part of me is gone, but I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
Are you okay?
She raises her head, mascara.
No, it feels like an important part of me is gone. But I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
Well, this sucks.
She raises her head.
Yeah, it really, really does.
You can open your eyes. I'm still here, you know.
She raises her head.
So you are. It's dark in here, isn't it?
Nothing's changed. We're just sitting in the dark.
She raises her head.
That's a really nice way of putting things. But it is a little different, isn't it? It's quiet now. There's no more voice telling me how much he loves me.
Oh. Slay the princess? No. Don't make me do this.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Oh, no. No, narrator, no.
Isn't this what you wanted us to do from the beginning?
No, if you can't encourage us to do it.
It is. I think I might have made a terrible mistake.
Oh my god.
A terrible mistake. You sold this as her being a threat to the entire world. Was that a lie?
No, it wasn't. I'm just not sure the world I want is worth it.
Oh.
This is some sort of trick. You're trying to use reverse psychology on us. Or what if this is reverse psychology?
Think what you will. I'm only here to guide you. You're the one who makes the decisions.
You can't do this to me. Oh. Oh. I know what I decided to do.
The princess doesn't try to flee as you cross the room, murderous intent settling into your eyes. All she does is stand to face you. She offers no resistance as your fingers wrap around the blade dangling from her neck. As the weapon sinks deep into her heart, all she manages are 3 muttered words.
It's finally over.
Oh.
I didn't think it would be so awful to help you see this through, but all of this was for a reason. The world is better off without her.
That's horrible.
I really hope that's true. We'll never know, will we?
I feel cold. But I guess I've felt that way for a long, long time.
So you took the thorn and you're like, what if I just make more princesses like that, but worse? Oh. Oh. I don't feel good.
Is that a mirror?
It's finally over.
Why is it here? Why now?
Oh.
But it feels so bad.
Okay. It'll be alright. Yep. Yep. There she is. Oh.
I am a growing.
Yes, you are. I'm sorry. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Oh, she's not stabbed. Okay. Don't get cold feet now. This is for the good of everyone. I'm saving the world here.
The princess doesn't try to. She offers no resistance as the weapon sinks.
No. You're right. What was I thinking?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think this is for the best. Thank you.
Oh my god.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Okay, alright. Oh. Of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you to say that. I still care about you, too, so maybe this wasn't all bad. But I don't think this place is for us anymore. I think we need to go.
Oh, God. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real.
I don't know what this is.
She's so cute. I'd like to find out.
Me too. And I don't think we're going to find anything here, so I guess it's time for us to leave. I don't know what this is.
It's us.
We can be us anywhere.
Mhm.
And I think we're both done with being who this place makes us, so I guess it's time for us to leave.
Neither do I.
Then maybe we need to find out for ourselves. Maybe it's time for us to leave.
Say nothing.
Yeah, it's time for us to leave.
You're really okay with this, aren't you? With the end of the world?
I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now.
That's a nice thought. I think this place was bad for us. It was keeping us small. I think it's time for us to go.
That stop, that pause where like the music stops and she stares out at you, the player, is terrifying, and that's part of my fear of fourth wall. That's it. That's all I have to say on it. I don't want to think about it anymore. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I've just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself in the woods.
Then maybe that's what we should do. Leave.
If we just stayed here and didn't answer for a while, would she say something? Because that's even more terrifying. I hope that's not a thing. No!
I guess neither of us really know what it means to care about each other, do we? Maybe we'll learn to, eventually, or well, maybe we won't. But either way, we aren't going to figure it out here. I think it's time to leave. Come on.
Say nothing.
It's a loaded question, isn't it? I'm not even sure I know what it means to care about someone. I think figuring that out is going to take time. And I don't think this is the sort of place where we figure anything out. It wants to keep us small. Let's just get out of here.
Okay, so we'll save. First we'll leave.
You're really okay with this, aren't you? With the end of the world?
What else do I have to be looking forward to? Nothing.
I think I have to be.
No.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me. Even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do.
I hate that. I hate everything. I'm gonna hold her hand.
As the princess steps towards the stairs,
She's so cute.
you offer her your hand.
Oh, she's so cute.
The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt.
Oh.
You're really okay with this, aren't you? With the end of the world? I think I have to be. You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone, isn't he? Yeah. There's an itching in the back of my head that feels like it's finally been scratched. No more shadowy figures yanking at our strings. No more strings. I guess we're free.
We did it. We did it.
The stars are so beautiful.
I'm gonna cry. A quiet moment passes over you. A comfortable quiet.
We should dance.
I love her! She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. Oh. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretch to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever. Oh.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
I love her. Don't go. Give her back. Oh my god. Oh. But you do not get the chance to respond.
She's gone.
Nor will you ever.
And is that a...
Oh,
It feels
boys.
so bad. It's calling us. And not in a... Okay. Can we trust...
Oh, there's no Smitty. That's a good ending right there. Not because, like, Smitty's bad, but in this instance, Smitty is bad. You've withered. Oh. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh. You're at the cabin.
I am a growing... Oh,
What do you think of this vessel?
this one is a songbird in a cage of gilded shadows. She will make for an honest heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally learned to sing for herself.
Okay, alright. I like how she has, like, the halo behind her. It's cool. I'm ready.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark. And you die. Alright, alright.
You're on a path in the woods.
At the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is another
is a
sad story that I'm
princess.
gonna cry over.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Alright, boys and girls and everything in between and outside. I believe this is time to end. I'm impressed so far. I really am. It's like a whole other story. As, you know, some DLC, it's like a few things here and there, but this, you know, so far we've had 2 whole princesses fleshed out that we didn't have before, and it feels like they were meant to be there the whole time. Like, they were there the whole time. Like, nothing changed, but everything changed. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not following yet, give a follow. It's 100% free. It lets you know when I'm streaming. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube channel, what are you doing? Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. It lets you know when VODs are posted and all other types of videos. There's also a second YouTube channel called The Mad Gray, where I post things that are slightly outside of my normal posts, including no commentary playthroughs. So if you like that kind of stuff, if you need something that's not me screaming to go to sleep to, and you just want to listen to Slay the Princess be played through, you can go follow the Mad Gray. If you need to know when I'm streaming, you can join the Discord and that'll let you know when I stream. And also follow Twitter. And I have a Blue Sky that I haven't really promoted, but it's there. Oh, I have a TikTok. I post the same thing there that I post on YouTube Shorts, but if you want to follow the TikTok, then you can go do that as well. Alright. That's it. And we'll get back to Slay the Princess soon. Man, I miss this game. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all have a good night, get some sleep, and wake up well rested tomorrow. See ya!